first game. I mean, how has the preparation been up to it, and just your expectation level for the first game? How ready are you guys?
Yeah, very energized. You know, ever since January, our entire process has always carried a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy. Certainly, everything that we do around here requires a relentless work ethic. I think it's really become part of the DNA of this football program. And with the graduation of some seniors, some guys that played an integral role, you know, in our development last year as a program and our progression as a program, a lot of new faces that are taking those spots right now, talented faces that have really waited their time, have earned the opportunity to play, and certainly we're going to see a couple of those on Thursday night. But all in all, I'd say a very productive camp. I think everyone that enters football camp in August wants to come out a mentally and physically better and tougher football team. I do believe we've achieved that. We're evolving as an offense, we're evolving as a defense. And we know one thing, for us to be successful, like we always have, we have to play at a very high level of energy. And that's what we really look forward to doing. We really do. Our guys are really, they like hitting each other a lot, but they do look forward to the opportunity to finally play an opponent, and a great opponent on Thursday night, and a conference rival in North Texas.
Speaking of new faces, it's going to be a new face on the other sideline. How much of it with a new coach? You know, that adds a bit of mystery to it. How do you go about getting ready for it?
Well, certainly Coach McCarney has a great history. Obviously did a great job turning around Iowa State. I know of him, and I've met him on a couple of occasions. And I know he's doing from what I read and what I know what he's done before, I'm sure he's doing a great job with that program. So with that, there always does come an element of surprise. And I think game one always has that. I mean, teams have 9 months to prepare, to look in the mirror and see where they're at, where they can go, to identify what they do well, what they not do so well as we have. And certainly you want to come into game one not looking exactly like you did game 12 or 13 of the previous year. That being said, you always want to be fundamentally sound, schematically sound when you play against an opponent game one, because you're just not exactly sure what you're going to get.
I figure Dunbar's going to get some carries.
Good football player, you know, and he's got another one right beside him. That's a real good one as well in Hamilton. And you know, you look at their backfield, you look at their quarterback and his opportunities, even though they have been limited. He's a guy that, you know, 2 years ago they throw in there in the last game, in the last drive, takes him right down the field and scores a touchdown. Against Army, very efficient with the football, you know, and from what I read in spring ball and fall camp, very efficient with the football. He's got a big arm, he could run. He's a 220-pound guy, so it's not like you could arm tackle him, you know, you have to get him down. And I can't say enough about the guys that I've seen up front in the offensive line, and Matt Tomlinson. I mean, he's about as good of a tackle as you'll see in our conference and outside our conference as well. So I think any time you have a team from the state of Texas, state of Florida, I guess you can name, you know, multiple states that are known for great football, you're going to see talented football players, and that's what we see in North Texas.
Having your first game against a conference opponent is not something you're so accustomed to. Is this something you would rather have, starting off your first game against a conference opponent?
I think it's a great opportunity, a great challenge and a great opportunity, because again, I think it's great exposure for the conference. That's one thing. I think the second, we've never had this opportunity to open up with a conference opponent. So, you know, the entire off season you're thinking about it. You know, you're thinking about, hey, this is a chance to get things going right away within our conference, you know, that certainly affects the rest of the season and your postseason. So our sights have been on North Texas for a long, long time, and we're eager. We want to get to this football game.
This is also the first time, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that you've opened up at home. You know, how much does that, in addition to the normal?
It's a little strange not getting on a plane game one. Absolutely, it's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing. I think we have plenty to build off of, while at the same time putting that behind us. Camp was, you know, our summer session really kind of bookends us a little bit. Our summer session ending and our fall semester beginning kind of bookends us there in the middle with camp. So to be able to have a productive camp, to be able to have a successful summer B session in the classroom, and then start off, you know, in the fall in a successful manner's way, it's important to have an opportunity, you know, if you can, to play at home, you know, to ease the whole thing about traveling and everything else. But again, I think just we appreciate our fans, and we want to, you know, have an opportunity to play in front of them as much as possible.